Let's go.
Wednesday afternoon.
Like the program she was on, A Question of Sport, which I frankly gave up watching a long time ago because it got a bit boring. But she was very good, quite clearly, at doing that program, and also Wimbledon. There was you almost felt comfortable, like you were in her home or something like that, or she was in yours. Now they brought on. They got rid of her and brought on, I can't remember the lady's name. She's also a very good presenter, but I don't think she's got the warmth that Sue Barker had. So I think that was a bad choice to make. It wasn't broken, so they broke it by trying to fix it. And same with this, it could be that whoever takes their place, I mean, Mark Chapman, and I suspect he may get the job eventually. I don't believe, you can correct me, either of you here, but I don't think he was a footballer. I think he's a journalist, maybe a previous commentator, something like that. If he was a footballer, then you'll have to forgive me. But even if he was not a top footballer. No. And as I say, I don't think he was. And I think there's something in having a top footballer like Gary Lineker was. I mean, he won the Ballon d'Or, I believe, years ago. Very good goal scorer, good footballer, and he's bringing all that to the role of running Match of the Day. Now, that is going to be lost if they appoint someone who wasn't a top footballer. So I think there's something to be looked at carefully in that. Yeah. So they could end up throwing out the baby with the bathwater.
Yeah, well,
I was going to come to that.
Yeah,
because just like you said, Gary Lineker is a top footballer, and whoever is gonna, to me, this is my opinion, whoever is gonna anchor it must be somebody who is a footballer, because ordinarily footballers are drawn to watching football, no matter whether it's female football, whether it's the under 17 or the under 20, they are always watching it. Even if they miss a live football game, they still go back because of that thing in them about football. They still go back to watch those football, and whatever they watch sticks in their head. In 20 years' time, they can relive it back again and say, at a particular time, this is what happened. Because it's a football team. If you're not really into football, it's gonna be somehow. So that's why I'm of the opinion of either, what's his name, Alan Shearer. He might not be a very good host or anchor of a program, though. But just like Trevor said, if a footballer anchors it, the better.
Yeah,
the better.
Okay, that's a very good point. That's a very good point. All points taken. Now, what do you think is next for Gary Lineker? Do you think he might likely go into coaching? Is it going to be a good coach?
Politics.
Right. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. What do you think?
Yeah. No, I don't think he'll go into coaching. I think that would be, that in a sense, in his situation, that would be too much like hard work. I mean, even ex-footballers who love the game, and he clearly does, I'm not sure he would himself feel he's got that much to offer as a coach. I mean, I could be wrong here, but I don't think he'll do that. I think he'll stay in the media. It may well be another company, whether it's ITV or Sky, will take him on at a great big salary, because he is good at what he does. There's no question about it.
Indeed.
So my view is he'll stay in the media, but still connected with football.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to agree with you 1,000,000%. Because if you look at it, if he's going to go into coaching, he would have gone into coaching a long time before now.
Right.
So a lot of people will stick to what they know best, what they can do best. Yeah. If you look at what's it called, Rio Ferdinand is going into the media aspect as well. If you look at Lampard is going into coaching. People will always go into what they love best. And like you said, another big TV company might call him like Sky, ITV, or he might just have his own podcast and start doing his own thing.
Well, he does have a podcast. He
might carry on with that.
Yeah,
he might carry on with that.
Yeah. Just going off topic a little bit, not off topic, but off the subject matter. But Frank Lampard is going to be. I'm not sure if it's finalized yet, but I think he's going to be the Coventry City manager. Is that?
Femi and the ladies, Dr. Gladys and Phantom and Rose. We all have a lovely show every weekday, so join us for a lovely show.
Say hello to Phantom, Dr. Glad.
The Coventry City manager. Is that correct? Is it going for?
Know that.
No, yeah. Frank Lampard is in serious talks to be the next manager for Coventry City. Well,
yeah, Coventry City. I've not read that in the news. I've got no idea.
All right, I've seen that in the news. Yeah, so it's not. I don't think it's confirmed yet. But yeah. Now here's another thing that during the course of the week I saw on television, and I got a bit worried. So, Liam, one of the One Direction singers, Liam Payne.
Yeah.
He passed away, and there was this thing about record labels should look after kids that go into obviously the entertainment industry early on in life. And I thought, hang on a minute, they were like, oh yeah, there should be a duty of care for the record labels and stuff like that, and maybe children shouldn't have to start so early. Maybe you should wait till 18. And I'm thinking, right, hang on a minute, footballers, I believe Lamal Jamal is 17.
17, yeah.
If I'm still correct. So he's not even 18 yet, and yet he's worth millions. So why is that comparison? Would that apply to football as well? Do we think it applies to football? Should children have to wait till they're 18 to actually be able to, play international matches or get on big, clubs?
No, I don't think so. I think football clubs generally are very good at looking after their youngsters. Now, bear in mind, for a long time, for years, and it's still the case, many clubs pick up players at the age of 6, 7 or 8.
Yeah.
The kids are very young and they see something in them. Now, not every one of them makes it, but a lot of them do. Yeah. So clubs have a duty, and I think they are pretty good. I mean, Bobby Charlton, I believe, I read his autobiography not that long ago, very interesting book. And he was playing for England at 17, and he was looked after by the people at Manchester United. He'd come down from a place I think called Ashington in Northumberland. So lots of footballers end up leaving their homes and their parents, and have done for many, many years, to go and join the club. So it's going to be a very tough time for them, being homesick, all those things that youngsters will go through. So football clubs are very good. Now, whether you could apply the same thing to record companies, I'm not sure it's quite the same thing. But in actual fact, Liam Payne was a very good footballer. And at the moment, I can't remember what club he had actually invested some money in, his hometown club. Probably somewhere in the Manchester region, one of the smaller clubs. But he played football for sort of celebrity teams, and he was very good footballer was Liam Payne, and a sad loss and waste of a young life. But yeah, that's the way it is. But no, I don't really think it's beholden upon record companies to sort of keep a fatherly or motherly eye on people who sign record contracts. I think that's still for their own families to do that, I would have thought.
Yeah. Well, South Emma?
This is what I see to it. It's a two different profession entirely.
Right.
And this is football. This is sports.
Yeah.
Yes. For you to play consistently for a number of years, there must be things the clubs are looking out for.
Right.
if you're going to party, you must party with sense.
Right.
You cannot smoke.
Yeah.
You cannot be an alcoholic. You can't drink too much. You must exercise. But when you go to record label, this is my opinion. It's always my opinion anyway. If you go to record label, it's a different thing. It's not sports. And this is what I was telling my son, Toby, who actually is a very good singer, is a songwriter and everything.
Yeah.
As I said, the profession you are into is a very, 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 I don't know if I should say is a dangerous profession, or is a profession where you have to be very careful.
Yeah.
So I was giving him an example of, I said, Michael Jackson died of drugs. Whitney Houston, drugs.
Soft Femi and the ladies, Dr. Gladys and Phantom and Rose. We all have a lovely show every weekday. So join us for a lovely show.
Say hello to Phantom.